This video demonstration will show you how to access your monitoring study, as well as how to complete a diary card exercise. Once you've accessed the internet, you'll need to go to the following webpage, which is www.drsusers.nhs.uk. Hit your enter button, and you'll be presented with this following page here, and you want to click on DRS Free Login. You're then presented with the username and password option, and you just need to simply type in your username and password. And click Login. You will then gain access to your live study dashboard, which will display the group or the rota name, the specialty in which this rota is attached to, as well as the start date of the monitoring exercise. You may see a specific trust or board message. This may provide you with specific information from your organisation to aid you in completing this diary card. On the left-hand side, you'll see the NHS fraud statement. Please read this fully before completing your diary card. On the right-hand side, we have some live analysis data, which shows you where the diary card is up to in terms of completion. And finally, we have your own individual information where you can update your password and other personal details. So we're going to complete a diary card exercise now. So I'm going to press I agree, which will gain you access to the diary card. The diary card I'm completing has been set up for 2 weeks, so I have 14 days of data to complete. You'll have the dates on the left. Then going along to the right-hand side, you'll have the duty type, the intensity of the duty, start time of the duty, end time of the duty, any rest that was achieved during that working period, was the duty I worked resident or not, and a tick option for natural breaks. You can then potentially apply work episodes as well as saving this data. So I'm going to start saving some of this data to show you how it works. So I'm just going down the first week and pressing save for the full 7 days. So what that's corresponding to is that's suggesting that I have worked Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, and I got all my natural breaks, and I didn't work the weekend. So if you've simply, none of the changes have been made to the duties, you can simply just press save on the right-hand side and save all that corresponding data. If I worked an alternative duty to that of a standard day, I would choose the day type, choose the duty. You can see it corresponds to the corresponding start and end times of that duty. So I've put in that I've worked a night shift that starts at 2100 and finishes at 0930. If I also achieve my natural breaks during that time period, I would just press save. If I chose another alternative duty, I can again press on the day type, choose an alternative duty, which would be the long day. If I worked over and above the actual time period of that duty, I can simply just update it by typing in the new end time into that field there, and again press save. If I worked a non-resident on-call duty, again I can press on the day type, choose the specific duty. You can see it's added 0900 to 0900, so that would be me on duty for 24 hours. I can then press save, which is now suggesting that I need to add in some work episodes for that 24-hour period of time. Click on enter work episodes, and then I can start adding in the specific times in which I worked during that 24-hour period. So you can see I'm just typing in all the times that I was actually working. And so on and so forth. And once I've got to the end of my working period, I can just click on save, and that stores that data in there. Once I've finished the full diary card, I can add any potential notes pertaining to any of these shifts or duties if I want to let anybody know of any differences or deviations from the start and the end times. Any additional notes is always helpful to further analyse the data that's been presented. And then I can save the notes, and I can also email the study supervisor. So if I click on email study supervisor, you can see that my email address is presented, and then it's going to be going to this following email address. It's presented my email address here, and I can add some specific details in here. And click on send. That's the process for completing your diary card. You can now log out and close the window.